to all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines. Selah. Hello and welcome, family, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're acclimatizing to the new earth. We made it. We're here. We're living it. We're breathing it. We're enjoying the great foods that we find within it. It's just an awesome time. And, fear not. If you are doing the necessary work on yourself, you will be shifted into heaven very, very soon. Literally, special shout out to our Patreon family. We appreciate, love you so much for supporting us. And I wanted to give a special shout out to Gertha, Denelton, Project Exodus Media, Lamonte Smith, Betty Riggs, Q Ivy, Alonzo Horton, Doran Tate, longtime supporter, Eureka, Nkese, Joseph Reed, Hamilton, Zawinde, and many, many more who have sent us love donations through PayPal. And even the words, we love you right back. We appreciate love you right back. May everything you've given us be multiplied 100-fold in your life, for real, for real. Well, William has responded on behalf of the Queen. And I'm telling you, family, this whole situation gave me a bad deja vu until I remembered that it's a new time and a new season. And what did Einstein say about trying the same thing over and over again and expecting even the same results? He said different results, but I want to say the same results is truly madness. And I think that's what's happening because William came out and he said that, that they would support. Well, let me just even read his words. He said, next year, I know you are all looking forward to celebrating 50 years. He was speaking in Bahamas, by the way, of independence, your golden anniversary, and with Jamaica celebrating 60 years of independence this year and Belize celebrating 4 years of independence last year. I want to say this. We support with pride and respect your decisions about your future. Relationships evolve, friends endure. And this is the clearest statement that has been given. And what usually happens with these speeches, and I actually got this from Sky News, so they've even worded it like Prince William tells Caribbean nations that any decision to become republics will be supported. But what he basically said, relationships change, friendship endures. And the words he used, the realms of the Caribbean, what does he mean, man? You see what I'm saying, beloveds? They're operating on realms. People are still operating on nations and tribes and everything. And then he said, the bonds between the divided kingdom and the Caribbean are unbreakable. Those are the spells you should be looking at. That's what they're saying, you guys can try and become a republic, but the kind of rituals we've done over your people, with your people, to your people, you ain't breaking these bonds. That's literally what he's saying. And, it's all about they've made themselves like our fathers, our gods. That's the bond. And that's the problem that I have with the religious psychosis, family. Because with pride and respect, really, come on, William. Come on, Wills. Come on, William. There's no pride there. I mean, he's almost talking like a child who wants to graduate, but the father's still going to keep that leash around his neck. And a lot of you were saying there must be something up their sleeve for them to do this. But it shows you the only reason they wrote these speeches, because even these foreign office, they were saying, it has always been briefed by the palace that members of the royal family see it as a decision for the people or governments of individual countries to cut ties, but they had to do it individually. So the Caribbean couldn't come together and do it collectively. But this was the only speech he gave on this tour for a reason. And these speeches are written as a marketing gimmick where they get the mood of what people are talking about most, and where, and there's been so much international attention on this visit, negative backlash on this visit. So these guys are chess players. He made his chess move, where he was basically saying, yo, we'll support you with pride, like a father to a son. That paternalistic relationship has to end. But what we should really have been paying attention to is what he said about the bonds cannot be broken, but they'll respect what the realms of the Caribbean want to say. That's where you spiritualists, high priests, high priestesses, those are the bonds you need to get cutting on a spiritual level so that this can manifest. And the thing is, family, this is not even to put fear in any of you, because they tried this during the dark ages. But now we're in the age of light. We're in the golden ages. It won't work. It won't work unless enough of us, it's just not going to happen, unless enough of us allow it to happen. But the ancient ones are back. There's some very awakened souls, very powerful beings in the Caribbean, which is why we saw this get global attention. And it's all about the narrative. So even if he tries to come back with this, the Mzungu world carried it, and you see how they were on code with each other? Bonds of friendship. Like, don't worry, guys, we got this. Like, we're going to handle the whole republic process. But the reason I'm even sharing this, and the reason I said this brought like a bad deja vu, because this is exactly what they did to African nations when the wave of independence, that spirit seized the continent. They were like, oh yeah, okay, if you want to be free, all right, then we'll hand you your freedom. But you have to come and sign it in Lancaster House, in our language, with our wording, with our fine print, with our wizardry. And so they hijacked the independence. And so no African nation has ever truly been free, apart from Ethiopia, who wasn't ever colonized, etc., etc. But no Africa, and they've been fighting against that freedom ever since. But no African nation truly gained independence, because they were able to trick us with these words and pull the narrative in their favor. And so we went from a colonial order of being raped, beaten, starved, to a neo-colonial order where we became wage slaves, where now people were being put in poverty, put in famine, and all those kinds of things, and being told and the amount of magic that has gone into this family is ridiculous. But now, too many of us ancient ones know what's up. So it's not gonna work the way it worked last time. Because you see, now it's an energetic war. In this particular battle, the energy of we want to be free was greater than any speech he can give of, we're so proud, we'll support you with pride. It was like the energy of freedom was here and this was here. Like, the only people who have really covered this are Babylon newspapers. And this is where we see media working against them. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, family. We have to know that, embody that, live that, because it's really here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, tuko pamoja.